Alright boys, we're hopping into this game against CB Marcus, who you can check out in the top right hand corner right now. We're bringing a pretty cool team. He actually does not bring what I expect. I wouldn't say at all. He brought 4 out of 6 mons that I expected. If you missed the team builder, be sure to check it out in the top right hand corner. And you can also go ahead and subscribe. Only 35% of my viewers are subscribed. It helps me out a ton. You can also become a channel member. Graphic on screen right now. We are going to go ahead and jump in here. We see Lando Gallade. I did not expect Gallade. Gallade over Tinkaton. I did not really expect Lycanroc either. Lycanroc over King Gambit. That's fun. That's very fair. King Gambit, I wasn't really sure would come. Gallade really does me dirty. I still do think that the best lead is Rillaboom, because I think he's going to lead Palafin. I think I U-turn on the Talonflame. Even if I get Flame Body Burned, I have Facade, and then we go Colossal and get our Rocks up. And I think that's just the best course of action here. If he leads Lycanroc, so be it. We can Wood Hammer potentially, just straight off the bat. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to stick to my guns here. We're going to see what CB Marcus leads. Again, be sure to check him out. Should be somewhere, whether it's in the top right-hand corner or down below. And make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoy it. It really helps me out a ton and helps push our videos into the algorithm. You guys have been killing it, and I really appreciate your continued support. I didn't have the best showing last week, but I'm hoping to have a little bit better showing this week. So we are going to see the Lycanroc lead. And I think I'm actually okay with just attacking right now. Lycanroc. Yeah, I think I'm okay with Wood Hammering, to be honest. I don't think he's going to expect the Scarf. This is going to show that I am Scarf, because if I U-turn, I don't really have a switch in. So I think my best play here is just to go for the Wood Hammer. Let me think about some other potential plays. I could go hard Sama, but I really don't want to do that. Hoop is a bad play. Jug, yeah, everything's a bad play except just knocking out, or Wood Hammering, I believe. Could also knock off, but I'm just going to attack what's in front of me. I'm just going to go for the Wood Hammer. We're going to Wood Hammer. Going to bring him down to a Sash. I can only assume. Yeah, Lycanroc, Sash, and I assume you Rocks. Sash, Rocks. Which is fine. I would only assume you get Rocks up here. Yeah, you're going to get Rocks up here. I really want to Wood Hammer again. So my options here, right? I can Wood Hammer. I can just simply attack what's in front of me. That's fine. I could potentially get Flame Body burned by the Talonflame, which actually doesn't work very bad for me, because then I would have access to a boosted Facade, which would be awesome. Obviously, Wood Hammer is still super, super nice. We could also just go hard Colossal here, but I think that's a throw, because if he attacks me or Cellar for whatever reason and just wants to get rid of this Pokemon, we're in a bad spot, so I'm just going to Wood Hammer here. I expect to switch out into Talonflame. I don't think you would just give me this. Maybe you would. I don't know. But I assume you are Endeavor a Cellar, so I assume you're going to try to avoid that. No, you actually give it to me. Okay. Rillaboom kills Lycanroc. Cool. And we do have a way to remove those hazards, so I'm not... Obviously, I'm not super thrilled that those hazards are up, but it is what it is right now. Turn 1 kill is fantastic. Cast, what is this Pokemon? Talonflame? Talonflame does come out. Obviously, a pretty obvious U-turn is coming out here, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about it except go into big lumps here and hope that for whatever reason they go for anything that's not U-turn. Maybe a Taunt. Taunt would make a lot of sense, but in that case, we could just Rapid Spin. So I'm okay with this. This is going to get them in a really good spot, unfortunately, but I feel like I have to make these early non-aggressive plays. There it is. 423 to 405. 423 to 405. 18 damage. Let's see what we're looking at. Colossal, Talonflame, U-turn. That's looking to be not minus attack. No investment, not minus attack. So Talonflame, Talon is U-turn, no investment. Offensively. We'll see what they go into here. It's got to be Lando. Palafin. It's going to be Palafin. We're going to see a flip turn come out here. That's fine. So let me see... Palafin. So he fucking kills us. Actually, if he's Adamant Abandon, he never ever kills us with a flip turn. So I almost want to go for the attack here. Let me weigh my options here. I almost want to go for the Rocks because I really value Rocks. Grassy Terrain has 1 more turn left. I think Rillaboom's just my best play. I think Rillaboom is just my best play, unfortunately. But then he flip turns back into Talonflame, and we're kind of in a rut. We're kind of in the same situation. Let me think. Because I could go for my hazards here. Wave Crash could kill me, though, and I don't want that if they go for Wave Crash for whatever reason. I gotta play it safe. I'm gonna go Rillaboom. I'll be able to gauge some damage off this at the bare minimum. Palafin. Flip turn's gonna come out. There's no doubt in my mind. 238. Hydro Pump. Okay. 238 to 145. 93 damage. Did not anticipate that. Why is he special? I feel like special does not make any sense into my team unless I'm missing something. What? ZAMAZENTA, I guess, could be the only thing, but most of my other mons hate physical attacks, so I'm shocked by that. 93 damage from a Hydro Pump. Specs. Homie has to be... wait, hold on. Homie is Specs. What the right? No, he might not be Specs. Mystic Water, maybe. Mystic Water invested. We U-turn here. And if we get burned, so be it. We could have also knocked off, but I really like U-turning, getting Colossal in, getting potentially hazards up, or spinning these hazards away, because these hazards can get very annoying very quickly. Honestly, a Flame Body Burn wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that's okay. We're Facade. That's fine. I'm not too pressed about that. We're going to go Colossal, and now the question just becomes, do I value hazards more, or do I value getting rid of hazards more? And honestly, at this point in time, I do think it's getting rid of hazards more, because once these hazards are gone, they can't get back up. So that is what I'm going to do. Let me just make sure there's no ghost type on the team. And I am going to, just because it's very annoying for my Rillaboom to keep having to switch in like this. And it's also kind of annoying for my Hoopa, or let's see, because Rocks really messes him up. Residual, but with the grassy terrain, I'm going to Rapid Spin. I think I value getting hazards away more than I value seeing them on the field. We might see a U-turn here, or just a hard switch. I don't think it really ultimately matters. It's gonna be like 5% damage no matter what. Yeah, we are gonna see the U-turn. Still just not invested. I just confirmed not invested, not a low roll. Yeah, I think spin was the right play. I think I super value getting rid of these hazards versus keeping them up, because we can get them up later. We can't get them away later. In comes Palafin once more. And this does become a little difficult to pivot around. We're going to spin, get those hazards away. And unfortunately, I do have to go hard Rillaboom here on a potential Ice Beam. Now, we die to it guaranteed, but is Rillaboom really useful? He doesn't really have to predict it because we are burned. I mean, I can go Rillaboom and click Facade if he doesn't attack for whatever reason. With the Ice Beam, I feel like Ice Beam's pretty zero downside. There's not a lot Cole can do back to this anyway. And we get our Surge up. I'm not too pressed. I feel like this is a good play no matter what. He could kill us here. He's going to go for the Hydro Pump again. This might even kill us. 166 down to 10. Hanging on. So that did 156 damage to Rillaboom. Mystic Water. He should just Jet Punch here, I would imagine. Hydro Pump. He's modest, maybe. Yeah, because Specs doesn't make sense. Modest Mystic Water? Potentially? I'm a little confused on what set he is. He should theoretically just go for the Jet Punch here, assuming he's not Specs. I think Knockoff's probably my best play, though, to remove... yeah, he is Jet Punch, so he's Jet Punch, Hydro Pump. This is fine. I go into Hoopa Unbound now, and I click a button. I go Hoopa Unbound and I click a button. I don't even need to think about it. There's no other play that I have that would make any sense. Hoopa Unbound gets to come out. We get a Terra, and we get to click Hyperspace Fury. Yeah, Hyperspace Fury is definitely the best play. There's no switch-ins on the team. There's just no switch-ins. We are going to do some massive damage to something right now. This is going to be a very offensive game. Palafin kills Rillaboom. Palafin picks up a kill, and down goes Rillaboom. I don't think you give me damage on this Pokemon. Especially since you don't know my Terra type. Maybe you go into Talonflame because you don't really need it anymore. Unless I get hazards up, I guess. If you're Defog, you could go Gallade, I suppose, if you are Scarf yourself. You get the Justified boost potentially. No, we're going to see the Talonflame potential stack here. So I don't think Hyperspace Fury makes contact. Does Hyperspace Fury make contact? Let's just double check right here. Does not make contact. So I have no reason not to just Hyperspace Fury twice here and basically guarantee a KO. And Hoopa's in just a really good position overall now. Hyperspace Fury. do so much damage to that Pokemon. Holy shit. And we're just going to throw off another one here, and then Hoopa might pick up its first kill of the season. Very offensive game. Hoopa kills Talonflame. I can only assume, otherwise I don't know why you would pivot into this. Unless you want to sack something else. I can only assume you're giving me Talonflame, though. Maybe you're thinking about, like, should I U-turn? Should I Brave Bird? I would assume your set's Roost, Defog, U-turn, Brave Bird. That is what I would think in this matchup. Maybe your Fire move or Willow specifically for the ZAMAZENTA. Actually, that might make more sense. I actually have no idea what his set might be. I do know, however, Hoopa Unbound starts laying it down like right now. Hyperspace Fury, we're going to pick up the kill on the Talonflame. However, he is now going to know that we are Scarf. The question is there anything that he can do about it? We're now at -2, which means Palafin Jet Punch is a little scary. No, never mind, because he's not banded, and he might even be modest, Mystic Water. Hyperspace Fury will not kill Palafin, though. That's the only downside here. So if Palafin comes in, we're going to start trading Pokemon back and forth. That's what's going to happen. I might even go into Colossal to try to bait a potential Flame Body Burn. Because I assume you don't have Wave Crash on Palafin. We've seen Hydro Pump, we've seen Jet Punch. Hydro Pump, Jet Punch. I would assume there's a lot of moves that he could have in the last 2 slots. I thought Flip Turn, but clearly we haven't seen Flip Turn yet, so I highly doubt it. Yeah, he's at a loss here. If he goes Palafin, I think I do have to respect it and switch out, because if he has Close Combat, which I think is definitely likely into me, then we die. He's going to go Link, which is going to be Gallade. This dies. Excuse me, this should die if it's no investment. He could be Scarf himself, though. I don't really have a pivot. I could go Gallade. What's the move that he clicks here? I could go Volcarona. No, this Mon is horrifying. I don't want to lose Hoopa Unbound, because I do think it's how I potentially win this game. I could just outright kill this Pokemon. Let's assume he is Scarf. He's not Adamant, not Life Orb. Sacred Sword can 2-hit KO Volcarona. Can it 2-hit KO Jugs? He might just claim a kill here. At this point, I have to decide what the least valuable member of the team is. I think it's Volcarona without a doubt. So I am going to go Volcarona here. I think Volcarona is my best play. Volcarona doesn't help with anything. The 2 Pokemon it was here for were not brought. Yes, it's better now that Talonflame is gone, but is not needed. So we'll see what kind of set he is here. We're going to see Sacred Sword. If he was Life Orb, he's not Life Orb. So we actually have a chance to live 2 after that. So I was right down to what, 140 something? Sacred Sword with Volcarona. I mean, he does have a couple rolls to kill us here. I think we could just potentially Tailwind here. We could U-turn on a potential switch, see what his switch into this is. Does that kill Hoopa Unbound? Sharpness Sacred Sword could kill Hoopa Unbound here. So I think maybe it's worth it to get some damage off on this Pokemon. Potentially. The Fire Blast? I mean, what's his Fire Blast switching? Nothing, right? He's going to Sacred Sword here. Does it kill us? We live barely. We're going to Fire Blast for some big damage here. Dude, massive damage, actually. And Gallade is going to pick up a kill here. Very, very offensive game here. I'm going to go for Last Ditch Tailwind, just in case. Or maybe I'm going to go for Giga Drain, just in case he goes Palafin for whatever reason, trying to save this. No, Gallade kills Volcarona. So this is exactly, kind of exactly how I envision this game going thus far. So I go Jugs here. I kind of have to go Jugs here. And I go for a Dark Pulse, I suppose. I go Zama. It's not Zama time yet. Mew's still alive. I gotta go Jugs here, unfortunately. Yeah, I gotta go Jugs here. We can only assume that he's Scarf based on how he's been playing this so far, and there's no Dark Pulse switch-ins in the entire team. He might value damage on this Pokemon, so he might go for it. If he does, I'm fine with that. However, it does put us in range of a Jet Punch, so we are going to have to sack something off. To the Palafin, which I don't think is Jugs. I actually do think it would be Colossal at that point. He's actually going to give us this Pokemon. Fantastic. So, Jugs kills Gallade. This is just this is a death party. We are just killing everybody. Down goes Gallade. Jugs gets a kill. I do think ultimately, though, I will win with Zama. Is what I am thinking. We're going to see Palafin come out. Again, I do think Colossal is just the sack. Colossal has no purpose against these 3 Pokemon remaining. So we're going to sack Colossal for sure. Just absolutely sack Colossal. I like Jugs a lot too because it helps us with the potential Lando. Helps us get damage on that and put it in range of the... Helps us put it in range of the Zamazenta. So... And it does that very well with 1 Dark Pulse, in fact. With 1 Dark Pulse, it puts it in range of Zamazenta. It could be Scarf Lando. That's definitely a possibility, and we also don't know what his Terra type is yet. We see a Jet Punch. Will we see a Burn come out? Any burners? No burners. Okay. No burners. So Palafin kills Cole. He could be Punching Glove, but I really don't think so based on the damage we've seen. I think he has to be Mystic Water. So Palafin has 2. Cole goes down, and we go back into Hoopa, and we force a KO. Right? We could also go Zama. But I don't think that's a good play, especially with Mew still alive. No, we go Hoopa. We go Hoopa, and we Hyperspace. And another Pokemon has to die. Probably Mew. But then, if Mew dies, Zama's opened up a whole lot. This game is just click button. Do not think. Very intense. This is not a game that I play very often. I typically play pretty hard balance, so we'll see what happens. Literally, I feel like I kill every other turn. This game is not long so far. 17 minutes. This is a very short game, and that includes the team preview and the intro. So, a very short game so far. We'll Hyperspace here. We'll see what he goes for. I think this is our best play. Honestly, I think how the game... He's actually going to let me get damage on this Pokemon, which is fantastic. We're going to do massive damage. We're going to be able to put that in a 2-hit KO range. And also in range of a Zamazenta now. He's going to go for Grass Knot. We are Spadef. Or we do have good Spadef. 73 HP left. Is that enough to live? Wow, they did so much damage. I guess I am a heavy boy. Let's see here. Palafin Hero. Grass Knot. 301 down to 73. 228. 228. So, to Hoopa Unbound. I mean, he's got to be like modest or something. I just can't get a... He's got to be modest. I think I value Hoopa more than Jugs at this point. Because I think they do the same thing. I think I have to sack Jugs, go into... sack Jugs, go Zama. I think is my best play. Because it's the same idea. And actually, Hoopa can now lock Terra Blast pretty easily. Does Hoopa die at not -2? Let's see. Palafin. Hero. Jet Punch. For Terra Water. It still has a pretty good chance to kill us, and that's if he's no investment. So I go Zama here. I have to. Zamazenta. I could Howl, potentially. Let's see. Max, Modest, Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump does 39 to 46. That's not Mystic Water. Just don't know his set enough to know if I can set up. So does +1 help me with anything? If he's Mew, and let's say he's Max Mew. +1, so Behemoth Bash. I might just even double here, trying to catch the Mew. I don't think I can win this game like this. I think if he goes Mew right now, I lose the game. So I think I have to go Hoopa and force a KO, and if I lose, then so be it. But I don't think I could win anyway at that point. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go Hoopa. We're going to double here. We're going to try to catch the Mew. Catching the Mew should guarantee us a KO in some way. He withdraws. Did we catch the Mew? That has to be the Mew. Fantastic. So, we net a kill. We net a kill, and then it's up to Zamazenta to win this game. It literally comes down to if Palafin can 2-hit KO my Zamazenta, right? Hyperspace Fury. We actually just, I think we'll kill this Pokemon. No, not quite. Not quite. Does he kill us? Volt Switch. He does kill us, so Mew kills Hoopa. I think we lose, unfortunately. Mew gets one, and Hoopa goes down. Unfortunately, I think we lose. We lost at the offensive battle, which is fine. Obviously, it's not a battle that I'm very comfortable with, and I really did not enjoy having to build and prep this way, build and battle this way. Out comes Lando. I'm trying to think of any situation that I could win this game. It looks like with the Behemoth Bash crit, I could win. Yeah, it looks like with the Behemoth Bash crit, I can win. We also don't even know his Terra type, so it could be like fire or something. Terra ground. I mean, close combat has a roll to kill if he turns into something that is not weak to it. What would his Terra type be? I'm not sure. I think his best play is to probably not Terra. If he Terras into something that's do I have a higher chance of him Terraing into something that close combat can hit for neutral? Or a higher chance of him turning into like water? I think I close combat here on the choke. It doesn't matter at this point. I can't win. I have to crit Behemoth Bash. I think I'd rather go for the close combat because it's a roll to kill if he does Terra. So that's what we're going to go for. We're going to see if he Terras. He is going to Terra. If he does not Terra into a type that resists flying and he's not Scarf, we actually have a 43% chance to KO. Do we kill? Are you Scarf? No. What? I guess we got the 50-50 right. Zama kills Lando. So Zamazenta's gonna pick one up. Zamazenta might be able to bring this home, actually, I think. I think we do. Down goes Lando. Unless he's Scarf Mew, then I think we actually just won off that. Fantastic. I think we just won off that. Awesome. That is all we had to hope for. We had to hope for that he was we had to hope that he was some sort of type that got hit neutrally by close combat. Oh, and I was doing +1 anyway. It had to be a crit close combat. So I made the right play for sure. I never should have went for Behemoth Bash. Crit didn't even kill ever, ever, ever. So close combat was always the play because a crit killed a neutral hit. I didn't expect him to be steel though. I expected like fire, maybe. So in comes the Palafin here. We close combat. We don't have another play. He's going to try to kill us with a plus. I mean, this is fine. I think we still win. A crit jet punch might do it. Palafin hero. -2. No, a crit jet punch wouldn't even do it. Mystic water. If he's Mystic water max attack, then it could potentially do it. Oh, he's also Rocky, so that's annoying actually. So he might be able to do it to crit. I mean, we just Behemoth Bash. He is playing to his out, which is definitely a very good play on my opponent's part, obviously. Yeah. And we take Rocky, right? Or no Rocky from Behemoth. No Rocky from Behemoth, I suppose. Alright, and close combat should be able to wrap up this game. We'll see if Jet Punch can kill. I don't think it will, unless he gets a crit. It shouldn't unless he gets a crit. 232. If he's Mystic Water max attack, which I don't think he is, then it could. We'll see here. We'll see what he goes for. Jet Punch. We actually live. Chloe lives to see another day. I actually did not ever expect to win that game, so good game to my opponent. I think I made the right play by doing close combat. I know I was calcing the Behemoth Bash incorrectly, but I still think my logic made sense. Looking back at it, I had to close combat hoping he was a type that got hit by close combat with his Terra, and then if he was, I had a chance to win with crit. Otherwise, I never had a chance to win. So I do think that was the right play always. I'm trying to run through all my other plays. I mean, this was just a hyper-offensive game, right? And I do think his team was better hyper-offensive than mine, and I think it definitely showed. But Zamazenta, being broken, was able to pick us up a win. Be sure to check out CB Marcus. He will be the first link down in the description if I remember to put it. And be sure to leave a like while you are down there. Go ahead and subscribe, not only to me, but CB Marcus. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.